There are no communications to communicate with people or high authorities in the provinces or even in the capital. I haven't got the extent of the damage from all the other islands and other provinces in the country. When the warning came, people have prepared, but we didn't expect that.
Said to be twice as powerful as Hurricane Katrina, Cyclone Pam has devastated this archipelago. These aerial shots show the extent of the damage on the largest island. Homes were completely destroyed. Waves crushed boats. And trees lay scattered where they shouldn't be. It's expected to be even worse on remote islands, which have so far been impossible to contact.
It is my area, Lonialan Lapongtawa, who lost a son and a mother, who were trying to search for a stronger building to move their families into, and got hit by debris flying during the cyclone. We're just praying that this will be a great answer for you guys to help us and build a community where that community hall will be used to accommodate mothers' activities, youth activities, and other things, but could also be used as a refuge, house of refuge during the cyclone if we encounter another cyclone in the years to come. Our area is located near or around the vicinity of the Mount Yesur, which is a very active volcano, and recently it has been active, meaning that it has been producing a lot of gases around our area. That sulfuric gases are very damaging to iron.
I think this is the Liberty base here, and this is where our housing components would stay, and then from here we sent off to the villages, and you can see the shed here. That's the shed, and that's the house over there. That's the house that we, that's the model that goes out in the village. Yeah, and we have built 107 houses altogether around the west of Tana.
So you keep all your supplies here when you ship them in right near the airport.
Yeah.
Very good base.
Yeah.
Car has overheated a little bit again. Very hot today. So it depends. You go up the mountain and it's really cold, and then all of a sudden you go down and it's 30 degrees, but the humidity is incredible. We're not broken down, we're just waiting for the engine to cool down a bit before we go.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, Chief. Thank you, everybody, for making us feel so welcome. It's an absolute privilege to be here.
Relationship and grow together.
Nadalingian ha time kita katol bilden mena jabala ni maha. Ita mahmun dia khamu tahruni tama. Kani katol establish me relationship wan olga kayan muma ko darun naruni kita tu.
and I talk too much.
In our community, and this is the place which we are willing to give to the company to build a community center. And this community center will benefit lots of our neighboring communities. Like we can have this community center for some meetings like health or education. If they would like to organize some trainings or workshop, we can organize in this community. And also in our community we have two tribes which join together in this land. We have the other tribes called Kasaru and the other one called Nakusi. And this is where we would like to build our community which can benefit the population from these two tribes in our area. So we will really much appreciate it if we can get one of a good building community which can help us as an evacuation center during the cyclone season. Because the last Cyclone Pam, we ran to and fro searching for a good shelter, and then we lost some of our community members during that cyclone. So
we've just signed a memorandum of understanding with the chief of the Lonial people and community. They live basically on the side of this little puppy. That is what we commonly refer to as a volcano, a do not go near-o. And she's very active today and has been rumbling and trembling the ground the whole time we've been here, and spewing sulfuric ash into the atmosphere. I bet I'm the only community housing professional on earth to have signed a memorandum of understanding at the site of a volcano. And tell you what, the volcano hub, unbelievable.
My name is Cyclone Alec. I was born during a cyclone anyway, so that's how I got my name. I lived in Port Vila for the last 20 years. So I lived here with my two kids, a girl and a boy. They're 15 and 10 years old. So I am the one looking after them at the moment. And my wife died in 2006 because of cancer problem. And at the moment I work for the Grand Hotel as a receptionist and a tour desk officer. And my monthly wages is 30,000 Vanuatu. And the house that I'm renting now is 10,000 Vanuatu. And then I left with like 20,000 Vanuatu, but then I have to pay for my daughter's school fees, my son's school fees. And every morning I have to give them money for their lunch, then money for the bus fare, then I have to pay for electricity and water. That's separate bills from the house rent. So I've been doing that for nearly 20 years. Like for you guys, you will see that it's very hard for us to survive with that amount of money, but like we can't help it. That's how life goes. That freshwater area before Cyclone Pam last year, the stage was very good because it brings like entertainment nearly every two weeks. So kids will come there, any entertainment on the stage like music nights or independence celebrations. Kids will always come together and then to watch the activities on the stage. Cyclone Pam, everything finished, so people we don't have activities anymore, so people they just stay at home doing their normal lives.
That structural steel in there, that's not weak stuff, that's the same stuff we'd use in Australia. But because the thing hasn't been braced for cyclonic conditions, when you get a cyclone through a vaulted ceiling that would have been a roof that would have been holding up this place, it just becomes a massive sail, and would rip. And as you can see, the damage. So what they need is it's not that much. It just needs to be structurally braced right down through this slab, and maybe even with cross ties into the ground, dug underground in the concrete ramparts, and it can be done. It's not that difficult.
So yeah, as you can see, the pylons on the stage, well, obviously just buckled during the cyclone. Nothing much left at all except a good solid foundation. And when we were here, this field, which consists of 2 soccer ovals, absolutely chockers with kids. So we're looking at maybe 250 children doing nothing but playing soccer. They had exercises, they were doing drills. It was very structured. So Port Vila will be having the 2017 Pacific Games, and as part of that, FIFA will do one of the soccer pitches done up for them. So hopefully by that time, the Compass community stage Freshwater will be ready to go for those games as well. As you can see, there is just nothing here for them, but if we could get some shelter, they had a lot of community activities here. Health came here, there were markets here. I wouldn't say it was an affluent area, probably one of the more poorer areas in Port Vila. So it would be just absolutely marvellous if we could do this.
Committed to just gathering simple things like rulers, pencils, pens, footballs, soccer balls. I think this will form a really important relationship for bus drivers. Hitting a few potholes, freaking out. I think it'll form an important partnership for the T4V Alliance, which we form some partnerships locally to collect these things. So we're just picking up some more locals.
They survive because justice is unfair. Lord, why? So now my children survive at home, while I'm looking for the job. They survive because justice is unfair.